So I was talking with my neighbor the other day, and he was complaining about cutting the grass alongside his driveway because as he's driving, Mother Nature has completely grown in and overtaken the sides of his driveway, and he's catching pricker bushes on his knuckles on the steering wheel of the tractor while he's trying to do this. And I said, I think I got just the piece of equipment that could help you out. So today, we're going to try to give Mother Nature a beat down. So this is kind of what he's up against when he comes in here and tries to finish mow this. He's got a John Deere 2032R with a 60-inch deck on it. And you can see with a tractor that big, he really can't get in underneath these trees and around all these pricker bushes and still cut the grass. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop in the excavator with the Baumalight MX330 flail mulcher and see if we can't get all of this stuff pushed back. The nice thing about that machine is I can actually reach up and get all this stuff that's up higher too. So even when it rains and snows and weighs all those branches back down, I'll be able to get all that stuff. So it'll kind of future-proof this property at least for a couple of years. So I'm looking forward to this. This is gonna be a fun job. I love running that excavator with the flail mulcher. It's gonna be a fun job. So as you guys just saw, you can bog this down pretty easily. An excavator just does not have the same flow that a skid steer does. Skid steer, you're looking at usually 30 to 40 gallons per minute with a high flow machine. My excavator only runs about 14 gallons per minute of hydraulic flow. So there's really no comparison between a forestry head on a skid steer and this, but for this type of work and smaller, sub 2-inch material, this is perfect. So this is where this flail mulcher really excels, because if you try to tackle this with a brush hog on the back of a tractor, you just can't get on top of the material, and before you know it, you're brush hogging down low, but everything that's up high is starting to get you in the back and in the head and everything like that. So you can see my plan of attack with the flail mulcher here is to kind of go at it from the top, clear myself a little path so I can see down into what's below, make sure there's no stumps or rocks, and then go back in the second time and get it down low. So occasionally you will get a longer piece of material that'll get wrapped around the drum there and jam it up. And as you can see here, it's a pretty simple fix. All you have to do is set it against the ground and rub it to roll that drum to get it to unclog, and then go ahead and fire it back up and it'll usually clear. So this Baumalight MX330 flail mulcher for the end of your excavator is probably the perfect tool for that type of work. Being able to, mow a bank like this and then get on top of the bank and mow it like that, and then be able to go trim down tree branches like a hedge and just work our way down through this lane. Running that thing is actually a ton of fun. It doesn't really feel like work at all. I'm sure if you did it day in and day out, it would, but here and there, just maintaining property isn't that bad. But Yeah, like I said, this bank here, you just literally could not do that with a brush hog. And then get up on top of the bank, and then to trim the sides of the trees, you'd have to have a brush hog, a pole saw. That is really just an all-in-one unit. Plus, inside the cab of the excavator, if you were to find a hornet's nest, you're well protected, which we actually did find one today, and ended up not getting stung at all. So that worked out pretty well. But yeah, got this all cleaned up and looking nice, open back up, so he should be able to mow the sides of his driveway here and not be catching hawthorn bushes on his knuckles while he's driving the tractor down through. This stuff right here was a lot of fun to just mow through, because I mean, I'm literally full tilt, just back and forth, just absolutely cutting right through all that stuff. When you start getting into woody material, I mean, like I said, it'll do up to about 2 inches in material. But the thick grassy stuff, this is fun because you can just bury that thing in there and go as fast as you want and it'll take it. Same with this side over here. We pushed all this stuff back about, I don't know, 15 or 20 feet. So if you have an excavator and you're interested in something like this, I will leave a link to Baumalight's website down below. I think that's gonna about wrap this one up. If you enjoyed it, give us a big thumbs up, click that subscribe button, and I'll hope to see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.